Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Minsuh. You might know me as a theater kid or amongst my theater friends, self-referred to as the econ bro due to my double major in economics and theater. At the start of theater classes or rehearsals, we often engage in warm-up exercises that seem ridiculous at first. Let me provide you with a few examples. One exercise involves moving as fire, as water, as air, or as earth. You might also be encouraged to move your body according to the impulse of a certain body part. The instructions could be, follow what your toes desire to do. How does the knee want to move? What do the elbows see? How does the chin perceive the space around you? When I first came to Williams, I felt immensely embarrassed to do these exercises in a room full of strangers. None of the instructions nor my corresponding actions made any sense, and it took me 4 years to truly accept that they weren't meant to make sense in my head. Whenever I got into my head trying to decipher what I was supposed to do, my body stopped feeling. I realized that at moments of feeling stuck, I had to just continue doing until I could reconnect with my physicality and start feeling again. Beyond warm-up exercises, a valuable lesson I learned that empowers my creative endeavors is that everything is about the process. And I'm not saying this in the sense of prioritizing process over product, but that the process is the only thing that exists at the end of the day. Before Williams, and even a few weeks ago, I never considered myself as a creative person because I was afraid of creating imperfect original work. However, I am now comforted by the thought that what is left in the end is not what I produce, but the process to which I dedicate myself rigorously and wholeheartedly. Thus, I should fully experience that process instead of worrying about what the end product is. This realization of being open and embracing the journey extends beyond the realm of theater. On the cusp of this transition, many friends shared with me that they expected to come out of college with a clear answer, and yet they feel more lost than ever. Similarly, I have yet to gain a profound insight into myself, nor a vision for what I am meant to do in this world, unlike my first day of college when I was certain that theater was my calling. However, could it be due to the overwhelmingly infinite possibilities that we now know lie ahead of us? In reality, new experiences more often led to crossing off what I don't enjoy rather than a grand revelation of what I love. But perhaps this process has granted us clarity to carry forward into the next chapter of our lives. On the last day of classes, my theater professor, Shanti Pillai, with whom I had both my first and last class of college, shared something that stuck with me. She said that people these days tend to approach everything analytically and rationally, but that we should experience life. Humorously, she asked the class, if you continue life simply with reason, are you going to realize on your deathbed that you have been breathing all along, just before your last breath? So I'm going to encourage all of you to partake in something every theater person does to ground themselves before a performance. Before we embark on this journey beyond Williams, let's take 2 deep breaths together. Feel free to close your eyes if you like and place one hand on your heart and other on your stomach, as Shanti would instruct us to do. Take the first breath for yourself. You have come so far. I hope each one of you are content and proud of yourselves. The second breath is for everyone around you who held you and supported you. I'm infinitely grateful to this wonderful Williams community that I have had the privilege to be a part of for the past 4 years. To conclude my speech, I'd like to share what my friends often say. Keep on living, laughing, and loving class of 2023. Congratulations.